again, writers. We're right in the middle of our nonfiction writing unit, writing how-to books about things that we know tons about. And I know a lot about Kahuna Laguna, but before we talk at all about writing, let's go to our anchor charts and just remember what writers do. What are the things that we do that help to make us be really good writers? So I'm going to go back up to my anchor chart. You have this one in your packet. But writers teach people about important topics. And one of the ways they do that is in All About Books. Remember that the first thing that we do is we brainstorm, we do thinking, we plan. After that, we do writing. We tell our facts across the pages. And after we're all done, then we go back and we make sure that our pictures match our words. And we've been working on that in our books. You may even be further along in your book than I am. And one of the things that we have to remember is that when we are writers, we have special rules that we have to follow. And one is to make sure that we have capital letters at the beginning of sentences. We want to make sure that we have spaces in between our words. And we also have a stop sign that tells our readers that a sentence is all done. So those are things that help us to be better writers so that people can read our writing. There's another thing that we can do that helps us to be really good writers, and that is to reread our writing and make sure that it says exactly what we want it to say. So I have my first 2 pages done, and I just want to check and make sure that I have said exactly what I want to say so that my readers will understand all about Kahuna Laguna. So my first page, I'm going to read it really carefully, and this time I'm going to make sure that I use a pointing tool because I want to make sure that I haven't left out any words. Kahuna Laguna is an indoor water park in New Hampshire. That says exactly what I wanted to say. It has a capital at the beginning, it has spaces between all those words, and it has a stop sign at the end. It has a period. So now my job is to look at the next page. And like I said, I'm not done. My illustration is, I put a little more detail in it, but it's really not complete yet. But my job is to read and make sure that it says exactly what I want it to say. There are slides all around inside. There is a wave pool too. So something that I read didn't quite sound right. I'm going to read it again just to check. There are slides all around inside. That doesn't quite sound right. That's not the way I would say it if I were speaking. I would say there are slides. So I need to put a word in here that makes this make sense. It needs to sound right. And here's what I can do. This is called a caret. And what that does is it means that whatever I write on the line up above the caret would go right where the caret is standing. So there are slides. And I know how to write are because that is a snap word. So now that I have fixed that, I can go back and check and make sure that it sounds right. There are slides all around inside. There is a wave pool too. Now it sounds good, and now I have to check it and make sure that I have all 3 things because I have a page here. Did I start with a capital letter? Well, here's a sentence right here at the very beginning, and yes, I did start with a capital letter. There are slides all around inside. And that was the end of the sentence, so I stopped it right there. And I put my period. That means that the next sentence also had to start with a capital letter, and bam, I got it. Whoa. But here's another sentence. There is a wave pool too. I want you to know as a reader that that sentence is all done too. So I need to put some punctuation. But this time, one of the things that I want you to know is that the wave pool is really cool. So instead of putting a period, I'm going to put an exclamation mark because I really like the wave pool. In fact, I might even tell a little bit more about the wave pool. I might say that it's fun. So I need a space because here comes another sentence. This one also has to start with a capital letter. It is fun. Let's see, my next word is. I'm going to put my finger in there. But I know that word in a snap. It is fun. Fun. My first letter is going to be F. F. A. U. Fun. My last sound is fun. And I'm going to make another exclamation mark because this page is the most exciting part of my whole book. So you can see that I did a really good job writing the first time around, but man, I made it way better when I looked to make sure that I had all the things that I knew about writing. And I know that it's going to make it easier for you to read too. So that's exciting. So keep going, writers. Check that work that you've already done. Read each word by pointing to it and make sure that the words sound just right. If they don't, you can cross something off, or like me, you can use a caret. Happy writing!